Hi Sagittarius, welcome or welcome back. We are doing your tarot and oracle reading. This is going to be a timeless reading for all Sag placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to jump into love and general or career and finance, whichever resonates for you, Sag. We're going to start with love. If you guys are new here, my name is Leah, aka the Cosmic Rose, and we do Astrology 101, tarot, and spirituality here on my channel. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you aren't already so you can stay up to date on the current astrology as well as your all sign tarot horoscopes and other spiritual topics. But let's just go ahead and jump right into it, Sag. I was thinking we might just freestyle this one as opposed to an actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Spread. So I got wedding rings, which is interesting. It says union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise. But actually I forgot to read your oracle that I pulled off camera. So I did get 8th house, mystery. Somebody could be 46 years old here, but I do feel like, especially because I got the wounded inner child card from your for your shadow. I made that deck myself, and then I also got El Moria, which is an ascended master. It says the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. There's something about you working through some inner childhood wounds, and if you're not currently doing that, I feel like this is your sign that you need to start working on that, or work on it more in depth, or focus on things from your childhood that could be presenting themselves in your life, whether you're consciously aware of this or not. It could be showing up in your love relationships. It could be showing up in your day-to-day life, at work, however it resonates. We're going to jump further into that in the tarot. But there's something about your 8th house. Your 8th house could also be getting a specific transit. So check your 8th house to see if there's any, major transits going on in there, especially if you have natal 8th house planets in your chart. But that being said, the 8th house is, associated with Scorpio, and it has a lot to do with all things hidden, all things scorpionic, and most importantly, our shadow. And as well as I was getting something about the death of somebody. So I don't know if there's something from childhood of somebody that passed away when you were younger, whether you're consciously aware of this or not, but it could have imprinted in your subconscious and you're not even aware that it affected you that much. And the thing that comes to mind, just a personal example, like for example, my grandmother passed away when I was pretty young. I want to say I was probably one of my grandmothers anyways, when I was about 10. And I was brought into the room at hospice where she passed away shortly after that, and I majorly was impacted by that. And it's not even that I was super close with that grandmother, or it's not like it was a traumatic situation. She died of old age. She was very healthy and passed away in a very calm manner in a hospice facility. But my young 10-year-old brain, if I was 10, I'm not exactly sure how old I was, but my mind couldn't comprehend that. And seeing her there, it really traumatized me in a lot of ways. So that's just a personal example. But anyways, those were your general cards, and then these were your love oracle cards. So we got wedding rings. I feel like some of you guys could be wanting to get married. Do have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love, self-love, self-care, and being happier. For some of you, I feel like maybe you could have ended something with a potential marriage partner. And we have lightning and we have ascending. Lightning says sudden change, shocking news, surprising epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Ascending says transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. Yeah, so maybe this wedding rings card is just something that you're longing for. Some of you guys could have recently gone through a breakup with somebody that you saw as a marriage partner. Maybe some of you guys were engaged. But I do feel like this is just generally like what you're aiming for, and you don't want to go through any more of the, toxic dating scene that is basically where, everybody has experienced it to some extent, whether you personally or a friend of a friend or a family member. You're not willing to settle, and you're really going to date to marry in the future. So I do feel like maybe you're making more healthier lifestyle choices, or you're trying to, and something very shocking maybe coming in for you, whether this be in the past or the future. There could be somebody coming in abruptly, and you're not expecting this. And maybe it's like, I don't really like to use twin flames too much anymore, just because it's gotten way too out of hand, especially after watching the Netflix show. They look crooked. But You know, some of you guys, I mean, I do believe in twin flames. I just think the term is overused. But some of you guys could be meeting like a twin flame or a soulmate or a karmic contract. And karma is not a bad word. It just means that you have a contract from karma that needs to be cleared up from the past. But it's a soulmate, more or less, that could be coming in and you're not expecting this to happen because you're working on your healing and you're not willing to date people just for fun anymore. I don't know. Let's see here, Sag, with your tarot. What do we have for my Saggies? Okay, my glasses keep falling down. Sag, Devil. Somebody could have a Capricorn placement. Let's see here. This could be past energy. The Nine of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles. You could be like losing sleep or just having anxiety or worry that maybe you don't know if you made the right choice, leaving a situation behind. Or maybe somebody left you and you're having a lot of anxiety about it. But in reality, this Devil card is just confirming that it was a toxic relationship and that you were meant to move on, whether you were left or you left this person. I feel like this Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles is future energy. The Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Cups could be talking about a new stable beginning or somebody offering you something stable in the near future. The Three of Cups can sometimes talk about friends. So it could be somebody in your circle or somebody you meet out and about, like, you know, at a gathering or a celebration to some extent. But this could also just be you celebrating with your friends in celebration of leaving this toxic situation. But I feel like you're still stressing out over it. I do feel like it was the right decision for you, Sag. Whether it was your decision or not, I do feel like this was supposed to happen. This Two of Pentacles, it's like you keep going back and forth on, like I said, you're worrying if you made the right decision or not. Your finances could have been affected as well from leaving this person to some extent. The Hierophant. Yeah, some of you guys were like engaged. Let's see what else here. King of Wands. Or this could be future energy, but somebody could have a fire sign placement besides, I know that you have a Sag placement because you're watching this, unless you're cross-watching, but maybe that's you wanting that in the future. Justice card. Somebody could have a Libra placement or Taurus placement with Hierophant. But, you know, the Hierophant is also like a mastery card. And there's something here about something coming back into justice. So I don't know if this Justice card has something to do with this Devil card. There was some sort of toxicity, codependency, drugs and alcohol, something that is very toxic in our 3D realm that had you worried. So maybe you're concerned about a past person's well-being, mental health, or maybe they're an alcoholic or an addict to some extent and you're worried about them. I do feel like if you were, excuse me, if you were wronged, you guys could have a block in your throat chakra. That always happens when I'm picking up on your energy. But I feel like karmic justice is coming in here to balance something out. So if you were engaged to this person to get married and they cheated on you, I feel like something is coming full circle and justice is being restored and maybe you're going to meet your lifetime actual marriage partner. I do feel like that King of Wands could be you. Do have the Moon card, that's Pisces energy. What is this Moon card here? The Lovers. I feel like you couldn't see like where you're going, or you couldn't see clearly on if you were making the right choice, to end something with the World card. But I feel like you listened to your intuition, and ultimately I do believe you made the right decision. You brought something to a close. The Lovers talks about a moral choice. Traditionally, a lot of people associate this. It depends on the context of the reading. In this case, next to the Moon card and the World card, this is you following your intuition, even though you weren't able to see clearly on where you were going, or, you know, if you were ever going to be happy again, or if you're going to be stable again with the Ace of Pentacles, which I feel like you are in the near future, if you're not already. You weren't able to see clearly, but you followed your intuition to make a choice to end things, or this person ended things and you're just kind of blindly following your intuition on how to move forward and heal. I feel like there's a lot of healing here for you, Sag. Yeah, the Star card at the bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups. You're happy single and trying to be emotionally fulfilled on your own. And then we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, whom is Aries energy, but he is, you know, he's a divine masculine. So if you resonate as a divine feminine, I do feel like there's a divine masculine that's going to come in and show you how a true divine masculine leads and takes care of you, you know, something that you're probably not used to. And that's why it's so important to emphasize on that healing from the Star card. Somebody could have an Aquarius placement and then emotional fulfillment from the 9 of Cups. Whew. Yeah, you left or are leaving something that was not emotionally fulfilling you, and you could feel like you're at a loss with the 5 of Swords. But I do feel like there's new beginnings. We got Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. We have Taurus energy. We have Justice, Libra energy. We have Pisces, Gemini, Aries, and Capricorn as far as majors. Let's get your advice, and then we'll move on to general and career advice. Empress. So we have a pair, Emperor and Empress. Your advice. I feel like this is just like you getting back to your divine feminine. It's too many, Spirit. 2 more, please. 8 of Swords, getting out of your head. This, that almost fell in reverse, but it didn't. So that's the Hangman. Lots of majors here. But with the Empress card to the 8 of Swords and the Hangman, I do feel like this is about you getting out of your head and getting more into your divine feminine, if that resonates with you. But if you are more of a divine masculine, then I would say tapping more into your divine feminine. We all have divine feminine and masculine qualities within us. But this past relationship, I feel like you played the role of the masculine more so. Maybe you were supporting the family household and this person contributed nothing, and you know, you just played more of a masculine role. And I feel like your job while you're healing and waiting for your next person to come in, if they haven't come in yet, is to embrace and embody the Empress energy and get out of your head, because logical thinking and Swords energy is masculine energy. You need to get more into your Empress divine feminine energy and look at things from a different perspective in order to be enlightened or heal from your past situation, Sagittarius. All right. Let's do general. I just got this new career deck, so let's see. What do we have for my Sag? We have flashback. People from the past return. You may work with a previous coworker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. Some of you guys could be like photographers, whether that be as a job or a hobby. Money matters. Your money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. Yeah, like I said in the love reading, your finances could have been tied in with your past love relationship, or they were just affected because of whatever you're going through in your love situation. So just be careful with your spending right now. You could have an opportunity to go back to an old job or an old, you know, something that was old. So definitely consider that. We'll get tarot to clarify, but... And then freedom. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. Which is a little bit of a contradictory energy, just because it's saying to be careful with your money, but you also need time off, which, I mean, don't we all need both of those things? But at the same time, just be careful with your spending. Rest when you can. And if you are an entrepreneur, I would definitely encourage that. Maybe if you're not financially able to be a full-time entrepreneur right now, maybe work on your business on the side while you're working for whatever company you're working for. If you decide to go back to this old job, let's get more information with the tarot though. I just got that some of you guys could be like pilots or work in like the airport or something to do with like traveling or flying. Okay, I'm sorry, my glasses, I keep pushing my glasses up, but just got these glasses and they're already like weird. Okay, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you're hesitating on going back to something, or you're hesitating on something in regards to if something is if it's worth the amount of work you put in, like if you're working for a company and you're trying to decide if all the work and everything that you do for this company or these people or your clients, if you're an entrepreneur, is really worth it, if it's worth it for you to continue. Or maybe for some of you that are trying to start your own business or are already running your own business, you're trying to decide if you're making enough money right now, and you keep going back and forth on, you know, maybe finances are up in the air, which it seems like from the entirety of the reading that they kind of are. More information. The Lovers. Yeah, you're going to have to make a choice. Some of you guys, it's going to be about going back to an old job. And then we have the Judgment. So we have Gemini and Scorpio here. But you're going to have to make a judgment call and make a choice on... you could have to relocate. Maybe you were done wrong by an employer in the past and they're asking you to come back and relocate somebody that hurt you in the past, because we have the 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. What is the Judgment here? 8 of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like you're trapped in your mind and you're like not able to make a decision on if you want to go back to something, or maybe you want to go back into a different field that you used to be in. It doesn't necessarily have to be a particular job, but maybe let's just say you work at a hospital and you're considering going back to wait tables or bartend or something because it's better money right now. I feel like you're trapped in your head, but I do feel like there's a realization coming to you in the near future. Judgment, 8 of Swords. And you could have like money blocks from your childhood. You know, if you're trying to manifest money and you have, like, say your parents were really cheap, like they were cheap asses, that's probably blocking your manifestation. If you haven't done the proper inner work and shadow work, that could be what these inner wounded child and 8th house cards are talking about as well. I did have the Moon card when I split the deck. Moon card, 6 of Swords, 10 of Swords. High Priestess, Pisces, Aquarius. I feel like you're not able to see how to get yourself out of the rough waters, or you're not able to see how you're going to remove yourself from this financial rut that you may have been in or are in currently. Empress. 9 of Swords in the reverse. It's funny because we had like most of these cards in the last reading, but Empress is the most abundant card in the deck, and the 9 of Swords is in the reverse position, and it's about insomnia or anxiety. So there's something here about you being able to step into your Empress energy. Remember that the Empress is not only a divine feminine, but she's the most abundant card in the deck. It's a very much a material abundance. I associate her with mostly Taurus, but Libra as well, just because it's the Venus card. But you know, Venus is a planet of her sensuality. It's everything earthly, everything you can touch, taste, hear, smell, all of the senses. And in order for you to embody this Empress energy, you're going to have to get out of your head. So it's about releasing at this point, releasing your blocks from childhood, releasing any of your worries or your stresses. Just kind of trust the universe, go with the flow. You can't go down the wrong path. The universe won't let you do that. And I learned that from Rich Lopp. I'm not taking credit for that because he's one of the best spiritual teachers and tarot readers I have ever watched in my life. But he always says, you know, you can't physically take the wrong path. You can either take one path and it's probably going to be a little smoother, and you take another path that might be a little rougher, but you're definitely going to learn something and your trajectory is going to be the same. I'm not one of those people that thinks that you have entirely all free will and everything is just up to chance. I do feel like the bigger things in life, like your career and your marriage partners or your children, those types of things are fated. You can't change them. So no matter which path you take, they're both going to lead you to the same place, but you just learn different things along the way, if that makes sense. But I know that's not everyone's opinion. Yeah, what you're doing right now, 7 of Pentacles, you could feel like you're not getting a lot of return investment on the efforts you put in, whether that be in a job or being a business owner, it doesn't matter. But I do feel like with the Temperance card here, Temperance is a card of patience. So there's something here about being patient if you're not seeing the return on your investments as of right now. And the 8 of Pentacles is after Temperance. So that return is coming 150%. No matter what your business or career situation is, I do feel like that return is coming, and just hold out a little bit longer. Keep working, keep plugging away, get out of your head and make choices, you know, based on a combination of your intuition and your intellect. But let's get your advice here. Hangman, same cards as the last spread, looking at something from a different situation in order to get unstuck. Because I feel like you feel very stuck, whether that be in love and money or both. Advice, the Fool card, you have a new beginning coming, and you're going to have to be very enthusiastic and optimistic about this new beginning, because you're blocking your new beginning from happening by being in that Hangman energy. By feeling stuck. You have to look at it from a different perspective. You're not stuck. You're seeing things from a different perspective. Queen of Swords. Yeah. So like I said, you do have to use your logical mind and your intellect in order to make these decisions. And you might have to cut off certain like expenses or certain people, even if they're expensive, however that resonates for you, or just like certain things that aren't, like if you're getting paid, you know, $10 an hour at McDonald's or something like that, even though McDonald's makes way more money than that nowadays, it's crazy. If you're making $10 an hour at McDonald's and, you know, you're making double that working your business part-time, you might as well just cut off that, you know, you're going into McDonald's for 12-hour days, but you're coming home with, you know, $120. Like, is it really worth it when you can do and sell a couple products from your home business and make the same amount of money for something that you're passionate about? So you have to use your logical mind with the Queen of Swords. But this is also about looking at something from a different perspective, because you're not stuck, Sagittarius. And I feel like you're right on the brink of a new financial beginning, and you have to go into that with enthusiasm and optimism. You are Sagittarius. You're the most optimistic sign in the Zodiac. So you have to remember that, and just remember that you're not stuck, and to look at it from a different perspective. You're being enlightened, and I feel like you're about to go on a new career journey. So hopefully this was helpful for you, Sagittarius. If it did resonate at all, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me out. If you guys want to book personal readings with me, you can message me on any platform, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.